Hello, friends. Dumb Donald Trump melts as Bill Clinton calls his bluff. That's right. My favorite president, my favorite US president, Bill Clinton, he called Donald Trump's stupid bluff, and he released a statement through his spokesperson demanding that dumb Donald Trump release all the Epstein files where it's him, Bill Clinton, and Jeffrey Epstein. That is what Bill Clinton is asking for. All the files, all the documents that has to do with him and Jeffrey Epstein. Let dumb Donald Trump release it. Because Bill Clinton says he has nothing to hide. Bill Clinton says that all these criminal things that Donald Trump is doing, releasing files and deleting files and not releasing files, is proving that dumb Donald Trump has something to hide. That is what Bill Clinton said in that statement. Dumb Donald Trump has something to hide, because Bill Clinton says that nothing he has done with Jeffrey Epstein is criminal, and so because of that, he has nothing to hide. Let dumb Donald Trump release all the files. Don't hide any single files that is with him, Bill Clinton, and Jeffrey Epstein. But stupid Donald Trump, he's not gonna do this. He's not going to release all the files. People are still waiting for these files to be released. But dumb Donald Trump, he will not release these files. He's not gonna release all the files that has to do with Jeffrey Epstein. He's not gonna release all the files that has to do with him, dumb Donald Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein because he's afraid. He's afraid that he might lose his power if he release all these files. He might lose money if you release all these files. And we all know that, at least I know that the Trump administration is a corrupt one, is a criminal one. They're criminals. Everything they do every single day is a crime. Every single thing they do is a crime. There's not a single thing they're doing right now that is actually right, that is actually legal, because all they do is just criminal things every single day. Every word they spew is a lie, is a crime. So anything they do, it doesn't really help anybody. Doesn't really it helps them because they're criminals and they want to stay in power. That's why they're hiding stuff and deleting stuff and then going after immigrants and going after the political opponents because they're criminals, and the only way to stay in power is by attacking people and prosecuting people for no reason, because they're in the power, they have the power of the government, and so they're going to abuse it in any way they can. And at the same time, because stupid Donald Trump is a grifter, he's going to use this chance to make money from the government. It's the same story, and I'm not going to talk about that. But I think that is really who Donald Trump is. He's a criminal. He's a convicted felon. He's a grifter. He's an idiot. He's a moron. He's a con man. So it's really crazy that this year has passed. It's been a long, hard year. It seems like every single day was basically like so hard to go over, to finish. You wake up in the day, and if you pay attention to all this Donald Trump stuff, seems like the hour is just going slow, super slow. But we've made it to the end of the year, and I think it's fantastic that we have 3 more years to go with this bullshit. 3 more years But I was listening to one of the Democratic congressmen, Ro Khanna, and he's actually the one of the people responsible for coming up with this Jeffrey Epstein Transparency Act. He forced the Congress to vote for this issue, and they passed this issue, and that's why this stupid DOJ is somewhat releasing these files, even though they're not really doing it. But Ro Khanna said that, you know, in 2028, if there's a Democratic president, that Democratic president is going to go after all these people who violate this law, all these people that violate the Epstein Transparency Act. So people like what's the stupid name? Pam Bondi, stupid Donald Trump. I don't know how they're gonna go after Donald Trump, but they're gonna go after Donald Trump in some way. And any person who obstruct the law, who refuse to release the files now, they will be prosecuted in 2028 by the Democratic president. And I think that's a great thing. I think that's a great thing. So, all these people, and also, I really believe that if there's a Democratic president, I believe that that Democratic president is going to prosecute all these ICE agents, all these like stupid, what's her name? Nome, Christy Nome. So she is going to be prosecuted because she obstructed the law. She violated the law. She violated the Constitution. So she should be prosecuted also. So if the Democrats actually get the presidency in 2028, there's going to be more court drama, I would say. Like there's going to be more hearings, and it's going to be great. I think that will be a really good change because for the past 4 years, looking at 2028, it's not so good for the law. Like the law has been beaten down, abused. So I think that is great. And like he said, Ro Khanna, he said that that president, that Democratic president, will prosecute everybody. I vote for that. I go for that. I think that's a great thing. But also, it's really great that Bill Clinton, he's not hiding because he has nothing to hide. It's just pictures of him in a pool, looking happy in a pool and taking pictures. But there's so much more evidence of stupid Donald Trump, with him and little girls, with him and children, and there's actual checks. I said it in my other video. There's actual checks between him and stupid Jeffrey Epstein, buying girls between themselves, like paying for girls, buying girls. That is actual evidence. And I think I remember that one of these Democratic congressmen said that there is bank transaction evidence of from Jeffrey Epstein, like thousands of bank transactions. So when they look at that evidence, it's gonna tell them who's actually selling girls between Jeffrey Epstein, Donald Trump, and whoever else. Every single person, not just Bill Clinton, not just Bill Gates, not just Kevin Spacey. Every single person their name should be out there. Every single person. And, the stupid Donald Trump people, they're still trying to hide stuff, but they're not going to do it because I think a whistleblower is going to come out. I don't know who, but somebody's going to come out and the actual truth is going to be told to the American people. But we all have to wait and see. Thank you very much.